Hello, welcome to New Faculty Orientation. My name is Paul Casella, and I am an editor and a presentation skills coach with the Office of Faculty Affairs and Development. My official title is Academic Scientific Editorial Manager. I have no formal scientific training whatsoever. I'm a poet and a filmmaker, and I should mention one of the first things that I learned at the Writers' Workshop, first week, first class, they taught us, you want to be a poet, you better get a full-time job. Now, as it turned out, I did get a job, a temporary student job, making videos in the Division of Developmental Disabilities, Department of Pediatrics, videotaping kids for their clinical records, and that exposed me to hospitals and physicians and scientists and administrators. I started working on posters. I started helping design presentation slides. And so I was able to, based on a formal education of English and film studies and poetry, parlay that into a career editing papers, scientific papers, grant applications, working with speakers on their presentation skills, and giving presentations on how to write well, how to speak well, how to write in the NIH's word, a compelling grant application. NIH is not asking for a persuasive proposal or a convincing proposal, but a compelling proposal. So this is very interesting. This brings up one of the main areas in which I help physicians and scientists here at Iowa, which is the extent to which you can sell your ideas in science and still at the same time maintain your objectivity and your credibility. I'm not going to go deeply into that. This is an overview of my services, but there are short 7-minute condensed versions of each of my main topics that I present: writing for publication, speaking for success, writing grant applications. I also give a whole bunch of ancillary courses, powerful posters, writing NIH biosketch, anything that would be related to your job in communicating your ideas in the sciences in healthcare. I thought originally I would give you a tour of my office, but instead I chose this pretty background here in the first floor of College of Medicine Administration building. I thought I'd bring some of my office to you. So let's start first with me at age 1 or so. Probably had a little bit more hair than I do now. Fast forward 7 years and we'll show you my first poem that my grandmother kindly typed up and put in this pretty frame for me and wrote a nice little note on the back to me. And that's what I would have shown you had we gone through my office. Some props here that I can show you that actually pertain to my work right now. The book that my colleagues and I in the healthcare communication group published with the Yale University Press in 2001, Writing, Speaking, and Communication Skills for Health Professionals. Got 2 chapters in there, Speaking for Success. I think you have a handout in your packet on that. And the creative process in writing, and I think you have a separate article about writing for publication. My job, again, is not only to give specific editorial feedback on papers and grants, not only to give fine-tuning tips or broad tips on people's presentation skills so their message is conveyed and remembered, but it's also to give seminars on these topics and convey strategies on how you can be more efficient and more effective in your communication endeavors, all as part of your faculty, your professional development through the Office of Faculty Affairs and Development. And I should bring up right now, there are no charges for these services. These are free. All it takes is to send me an email, and I know you have my address in your packet there, paul-casella@uiowa.edu. Best of success.